Hi, boys and girls, Mrs. Barber. We are going to be on math page 765. And we're going to talk about the face of shapes, the edges of shapes, and the vertices, or vertex, if we do one, of shapes. The first job is connect by numbers. So start at number 1, go to number 2, 3, 4. Now it wants me to go back down to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, which we just made a cube. Boys and girls, I'm going to show you a different way to make a cube. And I learned it when I was, I think a second grader. Watch. So first you draw a square. It's hard to do. Mrs. Barber's having a hard time to do it with her holding her camera here, but there's a square. Then you go to the middle of the square and you draw another square. And then you connect the corners. There's a picture of a cube. Want me to do it again for you? Draw a square. You want to kind of be nice and neat about it. Dot, go to the middle. Draw another square about the same size, best you can. Draw lines to the corners. There you go. All right, so the shape is a cube. So what we're going to talk about today are, these are where our vertexes, or vertices. That's the points. These are edges. This is a face. This is a face. This is a face. There's a face over here we can't see. There's a face under here we can't see. And there's a face in the back we can't see. We're going to have to count those though, so we have to pay attention. So look at this. Here's my candle. It's a little bit dusty. Don't look at that. All right, here's a cube. Face, 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 face. There's 4 faces. The top is 5. The bottom is 6. 6 faces. How many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got to come up here. 5, 6, 7, 8. And you got to count the bottom. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 edges. A vertex is a corner. A whole bunch of them. The plural for vertex is vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can find cubes all over the place, and you can find rectangular prisms all over. I have a Kleenex box that's a cube, and I have a Kleenex box that's a rectangular prism. So we have both. All right, so we turn the page. I already did the numbers. There's a cube. This is how it's going to help you remember. Here's a vertex right there where the corner is. These are faces, and these are edges. And it reminds you here, you can describe 3-dimensional shapes by the number of faces, edges, and vertices. A face is the flat part, right here, right here. An edge is where 2 faces meet. Here's a face, here's a face, here's where they meet. Here's a face, here's a face, here's where they meet, okay? And the vertex is right there at the corner. It's where 3 or more faces meet. Okay, so I already wrote them so I wouldn't be writing while I was talking. Cube, we've already counted, right? Faces, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 on the top is 5, 1 on the bottom, 6. Cube, 6 faces. We counted the edges. I hope I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's side ones. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. And the corners, vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, a rectangular prism is the same thing because it still has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. But when you get to a pyramid, let's count the faces. These are the faces right here. 1, 2, there's one on the back, 3, 4, and there's one on the bottom. 5 faces. Edges, they're right. These are the edges. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's one on the back, 4, and then there's 4 of these around it. 2, 3, 4, 8. And then how many corners or vertexes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So write 5. I'm going to hold this back so you see it. And then circle. Do you see any flat faces on a circle, on a sphere? 0. Do you see any edges on a sphere? 0. Do you see any corners on a sphere or vertex? 0. Okay, I'm going to hold it up so you can get a good look at all the numbers because I want you to have these numbers. All right, and then you come over here. Which shape has 0 faces, 0 edges, 0 vertex? Only a sphere. A cylinder doesn't because a cylinder has 2 faces, the top and the bottom. Okay, don't get confused. 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices. 6, 12, 8 cube. 6, 12, 8 rectangle. So this one you're going to circle 2, a rectangular prism and a cube. Okay, you're going to do page 767, 768, 769, and 770. Boys and girls, use this to help you answer questions. Use this to help you answer questions.